Just keep your eye on the city. We really wanted to create a place that felt right. This is a mystery story. It's classic Halo gameplay, but it's a mystery story. There's subtle film noir influences from everything to the music, to the lighting, slightly hard-boiled dialogue, you name it. But you're on your own. You've got to pick your fights carefully if you want to survive. I'll push a little bit deeper here. Again, using the visor when you need to. There's no limit on it, no battery. Turn it on and off, however you want. Yeah, that's for you. A couple squads have cornered me here. Hopefully this one's pulling back a little bit. See if I can draw these guys down. Now before I mentioned that I was alone in the city, but that's not strictly true. There's someone else that's with you. He's been watching you ever since you dropped. And he's a friend. So if I turn my visor back on, I see an object that's useful. A phone, so I'll pick it up. This is the superintendent. The super. Now, the superintendent is an artificial intelligence, an AI that runs a lot of the city's systems. The medical kiosks, the power. He drives the garbage trucks because they're totally automated 500 years in the future. But he's your friend. He wants to help. And the first thing he's given you is a map of the city. Another brand new feature in ODST. Now, as I zoom out, you can pretty quickly see that this is the largest Halo environment we've ever created. A big, wide-open city, full of non-linear combat. Covenant patrols, snipers on the rooftops, you name it. Paul's cooked up a whole bunch of nasty surprises for you. But you're free to go pretty much wherever you want. We don't put a lot of barriers in front of the player in the nighttime city. That being said, it's really easy to get lost. I mean, this place is so big, you could easily get turned around. So the superintendent nicely has pointed out up on the upper left some places where he thinks we might want to go. Tiari Plaza, Uplift Reserve, and the Office of Naval Intelligence, the ONI Alpha Site. Now this blue circle is what we call a beacon. It's basically just an area of interest where the superintendent thinks there might be something important for you to look at. But that beacon is a good distance away from our current location. It'd be easy to get lost along the way, so you are also able to put down waypoints. Now I mentioned the campaign has full support for co-op. Up to 4 people can play it together. So you could have 4 ODSTs charging around the nighttime city. Everybody's able to place their own waypoints, and you can cycle back and forth between your buddies' waypoints. That's a great way to set up ambushes, point out secrets that you found, that sort of thing. So we're going to the Alpha Site. We've got a waypoint set. I'll shut the map down. And you can see now up in the compass, the beacon, the ONI Alpha Site, is indicated by the blue diamond, and our waypoint, the 2 green triangles. And it has a distance to target information that changes as we move. They're going to reorient, so you always know which direction to go. And in case you get even more lost, well, the superintendent's smart. He's watching, he knows where you want to go, so he's going to help you out too. Sometimes in not so subtle ways. But signs are just the beginning of the ways that he can help you in the city. So it's about 1 kilometer to the Alpha Site. It's a pretty long walk, so for today's demo, we're just going to cheat and hit a teleport volume, and it'll take us quickly where we want to go. All right, now we're about 15 meters from the ONI Alpha Site. And as we go inside the beacon, our heads-up display is going to flash blue, which means you're where you need to be. Time to kick on your visor and start searching for clues. Now remember, your mission is to find the other members of your team, so each of these clues that you find, like this thing up here in yellow, is going to give you information about the fate of your buddies. The detonator you've seen before. Before I do this, I just want to point out some of the art of the game. This is the Halo 3 engine, but it looks beautiful. Our artists have had more time to go back in, discover how to make things look even better than before. And I think their work is really terrific. You can see here, this is the remnants of the space tether burning in the distance, the space elevator we saw in the opening cinematic, and the ruins of a building off in the distance. And oddly enough, the bridge is out. I wonder how that happened. Well, let's pick up the detonator and find out. So again, you're the rookie in the nighttime city looking for clues, like this one.
Stand by to press the detonator. On my mark. We're way off course. We're heading exactly where I need to go.
And each clue will remind you of a member of your team. In this case, Dutch, the red-haired guy with the skull and crossbones on his chest that gave you the SMG in the opening cinematic. That's Dutch. And throughout the game, you'll flash back to other ODSTs in your squad too.